where only the Gators get out alive. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hokies will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Florida Gators return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Palmer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on in midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Running with power. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
A first down run on the doorstep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
2nd and goal for this offense. Now on the move. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will have its first possession of the game. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trying to get to him. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Hokies have pushed it inside the 20. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Intercepted. Quick step and go. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. The give to the back. It's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st down for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapting. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his man down the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not taking a knee, he'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. And the Gators line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. Fires to the tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Lets it fly. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Wide out in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. And he intercepts it. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback will audible. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Hokies will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Grab near the marker. It's Wall. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Wall. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll put the tight end in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback extends the play. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hokies!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Now...
And he makes the catch inside the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A 1st down for the offense. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room.
On the double.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Hokies will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Gators are flying down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. The physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Tackled there by the defense.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get 4th and goal situations just like that. You can call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on second down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Line gets set, first down. Looking for space, it's Henderson. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over the Pandas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, they'll take to the air. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He slings it deep to the left. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in. The ball pops out on the return. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. The quick out. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Steps away. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pressure coming. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They want that clock to run. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Now on the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense understanding where they are in the field? They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Delivers the stiff arm. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Gators will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They're trying to get to it. He breaks a tackle. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. Knocked down for the tackle. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frill.